Everyone tells you to solve problems on LeetCode and Codeforces, but there is one platform which many miss, and actually it's the most underrated platform out there. If you have been following my channel, I think you already know the name. I'm talking about AtCoder. But most students are still not convinced, even when I say so. And that's why I'm making this video. I'll do a detailed comparison between these three platforms, which is AtCoder, Codeforces, and LeetCode, over 7 different parameters. And we'll try to understand what to use in which phase of the journey. It is very important for you to understand this so that you can leverage each platform in the right phase as per your requirement. This will not just help you with the right practice, but actually make you grow faster. So without any delay, let's just get started. So the first criteria as per me that's very important is timing of contests, because most people go to these platforms for contests. There is LeetCode bi-weekly, there is Codeforces regular rounds, which is Div 2, Div 3, Div 4, and then there are AtCoder beginner and AtCoder regular contests, right? In my opinion, LeetCode is very good at this because they have weekly contests which happens on Sunday morning and then bi-weekly which happens on Saturday night. And if you know these timings, you can schedule your things according to it. I think it's very important to have a fixed timings. Whereas for Codeforces, this is very okayish because you do not know when it will happen, and on that day there can be some assignment, there can be college, there can be some outing. It doesn't even happen on weekends. For AtCoder, I feel it's very good. Why? Every week, Saturday, 5:30. Because on LeetCode, it's very difficult to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, but for 5:30 in the evening on Saturday, it's a suitable time for many, even for working professionals. Then we talk about reading materials. I think LeetCode has very strong reading materials in terms of good blogs, as well as editorial solutions, as well as people contributed solutions in every problem. Codeforces is also very strong in this because it has a lot of blogs which has been contributed over tens of years. I have learned a lot from Codeforces blogs. In fact, my favorite thing to do whenever I used to need to learn something was to just search name followed by Codeforces. AtCoder, not so much. I have never used AtCoder to learn anything as such, and probably only contest editorials. That too sometimes are in other languages, so it's not very helpful in terms of material. But that's only one of the few downsides it has. The next pointer is community. LeetCode has very good community, but it's mostly for jobs. So if you are looking for job switch or if you are preparing for internship placements, I think LeetCode is the community that you would want to be part of. There are a lot of good experience blogs that comes and that you want to read. So for Codeforces, for the community part, it has really good blogs, but the community is not very beginner friendly, because when you will go and you will see that not many beginners can ask questions over there, right? It's a very matured community and people expect you to ask harder questions in general. AtCoder, there's no community. Content and community is not really the strong points of AtCoder as such, but that's the only thing. Let's talk about the next point. Consistency of problem. This is something that I love to talk about. LeetCode, it's very good because if you're preparing for internships and placements and you want to sit for OAs, the questions of LeetCode weekly, second, third, fourth problem is actually the ideal set that you will see in any company's OAs as well, at least in India. The Codeforces set is absolutely the most varied set there can be. And I feel if you are someone who wants a regular level set, I think Codeforces has just changed that now because it asks too much of constructive ad hoc problems. If that's your favorite, maybe that's a good platform for you. But then for many, I think it's not the only thing they want to get practice on, preferably the beginners. So it's not very varied in terms of topics. Probably many people would not even see rating growth even they are learning certain topics like Piney Search, 2-pointers or dynamic programming till they reach say 1900 or so. Whereas in other platforms, you will see them at even earlier set of problems. Unless you improve a lot on your maths, proving skills and constructive, you will not see growth on Codeforces. The level of AtCoder problems is very good because if you give their AtCoder beginner contest, it consists of 5, 6, 7 problems in general, and all those difficulty levels are very consistent across all problems. I recommend every student to give AtCoder beginner contest because it consists of very good problems, and every contest you can learn 2 more questions which has very good ideas in them. Variety of topics is the next point, and I think you get an idea. LeetCode has a good variety, but it does not ask a lot of greedy and constructive problems. Codeforces, whereas on the other hand, doesn't ask much of algorithmic problems in the initial stage. It has a lot of constructive problems and greedy problems and maths most probably. Whereas AtCoder has the perfect blend. Just go and give a contest and you will get the feel. It requires you to know everything, and in every level you will get practice problems of different topics. Very good platform in that sense. Next, I'm going to talk about cheating. This is something that demotivates a lot of beginners. Many people go to LeetCode and they start giving contests. LeetCode recently implemented the phone verification, so it probably will improve. But still, cheating is a big problem in LeetCode because not much has been done based on my understanding. Still, a lot of people do all kills on LeetCode and they still get by. Codeforces also has kind of raised their hand and they do not want to correct it anymore. And since we understand something called as Goodhart law, that since Codeforces has been a measure of competitiveness of some candidates in different places, so people have tried to cheat to get the ratings and showcase it in their resume, which is absolutely bullshit. But then people do that. Whereas AtCoder, nobody cares about AtCoder's rating. So people do not cheat there. And actually you will find very good people competing there. So I think in future the rating value of AtCoder will increase. That doesn't mean you should cheat there, but you should participate there to get a better understanding of things. And that's what I feel where things would move eventually. The last pointer, which is educationalness of the problems. I feel LeetCode problems are very educational, at least the last and second last problem, because those have very good topics and mixture of optimizations required in those problems. I take regular live streams on these problems on my channel. Every 2 weeks once we have a stream on AtCoder or on LeetCode and we discuss problems on them. So join them if you are interested in learning these techniques. On Codeforces, the educational nature of problems is good. There are educational contests and Div 3, Div 4 contests are very educational in nature. But I think Div 2, Div 1s are generally like very competitive, and either you know those techniques or you can come up with those ad hoc nature problems in the contest, or you would not be able to solve it. So not much of education as such. Many of those things cannot be translated to other new problems, so it's very specific to it. AtCoder, very, very high on educational problem. Solve DEF problems of every past ABC contest and you will see you are growing very, very fast. In fact, on my channel, there is this podcast by Santhan where he became like 1900 plus on Codeforces in 4 months. If you've seen that podcast, he had talked about that he had done AtCoder before Codeforces and it has actually helped him grow very, very fast. Watch that podcast after this and you will get to learn so much. So these are the things that you can compare the platforms on. As a summary, when should you use which platform? When I think about my routine, I would use these platforms like this. If I have to give contest, I'll start with AtCoder and LeetCode because these are more educational in nature. Learning a topic, most probably Codeforces blogs or some YouTube videos about that particular topic. If I want to do topic-wise practice, then I'll use LeetCode for interview purposes and Codeforces for my competitive programming practice. Codeforces has this really good tag-wise filtering that you can do. And whenever I need to do mixed practice to learn new things, CF and AtCoder are the go-to places. In fact, AtCoder would be my go-to nowadays. So that's it. I would highly encourage people to start giving AtCoder beginner contests and absolve them. I have started taking live sessions on discussing AtCoder problems, and if you are interested in them, do join me in the live streams. We'll have one this week as well. I'll try to teach you frameworks and tools required in these problems. Also, if you want me to make video on something other than these topics that you would find on my channel, please make sure that to comment down below, and I'm thinking of some new ideas that I can pick from comments and build videos on. I hope you liked it. Subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.